Today we're playing a classic archetype. We're going back to barriers, but instead of playing Fiora like most people would in this archetype, we're using Lux because she gives herself barrier, which makes it very easy to level up Shen. This deck is everything that you'd expect. It's running some early game units. It has the new Lumino sprite to pass on barrier, pass on spirit, and then we have, of course, Shen, who is low-key just one of the best cards in the entire game. He's just very narrow to one single archetype, but a 4-mana 3/5 that comes down with barrier is kind of insane. I have not played a single game with this deck so far. It just looked really fun, so we're just going to jump right in and see how it does. Our first game is going to be against, well, it's probably going to be a Wings Giving deck. So we'll keep our 1-drop. I don't think we're keeping our Badger Bear. We're just looking for the Explorer to get rid of their Wings Giving, because that's really the only card that can contest us in any way, shape, or form. We have a pretty good curve, so if our opponent doesn't contest us, we're probably going to be looking very good. What's unfortunate is that the Kinku Student will immediately die to a Pythos, but they don't have mana for it. Maybe next turn. Okay, yeah, that's pretty strong. Kind of expected, I guess. So we could play Lux, and then we give this barrier. We just really gotta hope that they don't have the Pythos, and if they don't, we're super good. Especially because next turn we could play Shen. This gets barrier again. This is kind of a incredible attack right here. Both of them get barrier. There we go. Boom, boom. Completely uncontested here. Next turn we could play the Shen. I think we just play it, right? Lux is the weakest, so Lux could die here if this is another all-terrain trooper, but we'll just see what happens. It's not, okay. Pretty nasty stuff here, honestly. We got the whole support chain going already. Let's see. I don't think our opponent's gonna kill any of our stuff, so we could easily play the Scholarly Pioneer to complete our choo-choo train right here. This looks pretty good. It does. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm gonna take Destroy a Landmark because they will eventually be playing the Wings Giving. So what we're gonna do is Lux gives this Spirit. Lux gives herself Barrier and Spirit, so... Okay, this is Spirit, so we pass the Spirit on to Shen. And then Shen buffs this, and this gets hit by herself. That's, pretty good, right? Seems pretty good. I should probably pull this. The 3/3 will die, but I'm kind of okay with that. Alright. That was a really fast Shen level up. That goes kind of crazy in this deck. Also, if you're watching this video, let me know in the comments how you're enjoying the expansion 1 week after its release. It's almost been 2 weeks, actually. Yeah, it's almost been 2 weeks. Let me know how you've been enjoying it. I personally think the deck building, especially from the variety cards, has been incredible. It's been extremely good. But, you know, I looked at the stats, and no surprise here, the most played decks in the game are just straight up, as always, Elder Dragon piles. I believe it's Nora Elder Dragon, then it's Nora Vex Elder Dragon. Then there is some Braum Elder Dragon with Gnar as well, surprisingly. And I think those are like the top 3. Oh, and then there's of course the Shyvana Elder Dragon, that type of stuff. That's it's pretty surprising to see, but yeah, you know. Oh, you gotta transform this, or I'm just gonna take this, right? You're not transforming it. They have 5 mana, so I could do this, and then if they transform, we'll play this. Like I could have very easily taken that, but I don't think it's necessary at all. I think that was not... Oh, that's actually... Ooh, that's really close to lethal, actually. Ooh. I probably should not have done that. I should have just taken it, because it wasn't that much damage, and Nidalee didn't level. I think that was a small misplay by me. I should have just taken it. I was like, what are the odds that it's actually, like, exactly that card? But, no, that could have been worse. Because we could have been dead. But it could have also been a lot better. Okay, let's see. So I think we need the Sacred Protector here for sure. Because if we give that here, everything will have barrier plus double attack, right? The thing is, unless they block with Nidalee, we also die. So they have 5 blockers now, which is quite unfortunate. This was a very good card for them. So you don't have double attack. Okay, so we attack here. Okay. I think it'll have to be like this. Unfortunately, we basically died to a single impact hit. But that was just wrong on my part. I should have taken the attack to have a little more health, but the Risu being 2 blockers for the price of 1 was quite rough for us. Okay, our entire board is dead. We still have 5 units, but you know, at 1 HP, you're never really too safe. I'm also gonna be completely honest. I low-key expected to heal more from the barrier on Shen, but it still only left us at 1 HP. Alright, let's see what they do here. So we'll very quickly get rid of that. So they don't get like an elusive or something. Just don't have impact, please. That's really all I ask. No impact, and we're good. Okay, so we'll play the Shen. Let's see. Ooh, we may actually be able to clutch it here. They don't have to burn. No pie toss, no impact. All right, let's see. Do we have it? Or do they have it? Looks like we have it. GG. Very close game. The block was incorrect. I should have just taken it. Been like, hey, Nidalee, you're not gonna level up. But we got the win anyway at 1 HP. And that is, frankly, the best way to win anyway. So, yeah, pretty cool. Volibear and Lysandra. Last time I checked, this deck had a pretty reasonable win rate on Runeterra.ar, but I don't know if that's still the case. So we can keep the Green-Glade Caretaker and Kinku Student, but we have to be very careful of getting blown out by an avalanche. Okay, so we'll play this when we have actual barriers. I'll play 1 here. We really need our champions. It's pretty likely that this dies anyway. But if they soul harvest over that, yeah, this is fine. Like, we don't really mind this. This is them spending mana and not ramping, right? And we have a lot more stuff to go. Okay. So they could run sigils, but they often don't. So I think we'll actually just take the heal too. Same thing, okay. I'm fine pulling this because it levels our Lux. Plus we took the heal and we don't know what they took yet. It's surprising, like, about an early game for this deck. They don't usually run that. There's the healing. Okay, so we'll heal our thing. And we will pass. Let's pray for Shen here. We need that Shen. Alright. Could get Vengeance, like, super easily, though, but I have to just play him anyway. I think maybe I should have played the Green-Glade Caretaker first. Probably should have. Alright, yeah, we cannot let that Shen die. Yeah, it would have been better to play the Caretaker. I can still play her, though. They could quiet us. But the thing is, if I played this first and then the Shen, it would have potentially been a 5 if they didn't have the eradication. It's a little better line. Slightly. Okay, so they're kind of showing that they might not have anything here. So we could go absolutely galactic at this moment. Let's see if we get there. It's essentially gonna come down to a Harsh Winds? Okay, here we go. This is gonna be pretty insane. So boom, boom. We'll give this here. Yeah, that's kind of nuts, isn't it? Wow. Crazy. Alright. There we go. Level Shen. The barrier train. That's crazy fast, man. Jesus. Alright, Harsh Winds are bust. There's one. Do they have another one? Okay. It's crazy that they're at 10 mana when it felt like all they did was pass, actually. They still had 3 ram spells, despite their early game. Alright. GG. Ah, there we go. GG. Leveled up Shen is not okay. Like, Shen is such a crazy powerful card. People really underestimate just how good Shen is. But Shen is unironically one of the best champions cards in the entire game. It's just, he's shoehorned into that barrier archetype. If you can get a lot of barriers, he's even more powerful. But the 3-mana 3/5 with a keyword that can't really be killed outside of SI, it's crazy strong. Good God. Rico Rex on Jax Orange. Alright, we'll keep this for the weapon destruction, I guess. What are these numbers? Oh my God. Put it here. Alright, it's always gonna be the Jax on 2, right? A powerful play. This might just be the best turn 1 into turn 2 in the entire game, to be honest. It's always been crazy. Alright. Destroy a unit's equipment. So we can just destroy this weapon right now. So that we can safely pull Jax. I think that's probably worth it. Alright, so they could play a new Jax. But at least we kind of got rid of like that +1/+1 and a very accessible weapon. Okay, we're looking a lot better now. I am going to do it like this, because next turn I just want to pull this 5/5 with the 3/1. It's probably the best play we have here. So we'll go... Yeah, we have to do this. And then we can give Jero to Lux. It's probably a Harsh Winds, though. Okay, maybe not. So what we should do then is buff you. Get you in there. Actually, I could do it differently. I could do it like this. So you can kill here. And you can kill here. But we should not buff the Lux, right? Because Lux already has barrier. That seems pretty good. We got rid of our overwhelm threats. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So if Shen stays alive next turn, we are going to be pretty good because Shen will level. And we have the 2-mana moral support. This is a close game. Rico Rex knows his overwhelm, and we just killed 2 overwhelm units. So that's gotta mean that we're in a good spot, right? It's gotta. Okay. Well. That is a pretty good top deck right there. I guess I'll have to. So Shen needs 2 barriers. So Ornn level 2, right? Yeah. Oh man, this is pretty rough. Ornn doesn't even have a weapon, but like, yeah, it's level through this. I think even if I used a barrier, it would have still counted this damage, right? They're both just out of range. I should do this then. Yeah, I just like a force to kill this. I mean, they like I really need to level Shen so the bird gets the bonus attack from the barrier, but they could very easily Harsh Winds, and I'm pretty sure they have it. I'm pretty convinced because it's 5 mana. They kind of hesitated the last turn too, but this is gonna have to be our win con. Okay, we kill more overwhelm threats then. I'm gonna have to let this go, unfortunately. As much as I want to protect this, I know I can, because as soon as I use the Spirit's Refuge, it's very easy for them to just play anything at all. Like that Harsh Winds. We're at 18 out of 20. That is the worst top deck in the entire game. Followed by the best top deck for Rico there. That is about as bad as it gets, I think. I think we're dead to that, unfortunately. Right? It's a 9/9? Maybe not. I don't know how big this Jax is. It doesn't even die. Okay. What can we draw here? What can we draw? That is pretty good, actually. I don't want to play the Jarrow. I don't want to give them even more actions for like a simple +1/+1. Oh, that just completely fizzles. That healed the Ornn. Super interesting, actually. It's okay. So Ornn healed off of a Bone Club plus Xerxes combo? I didn't even know it worked that way. But that is that is pretty insane. I guess if you play this deck this many times, you'll know those type of combos, right? I mean, that's GG, because it healed for so much, right? I think we're just dead. Alright, GG. That's a really crazy combo. If I knew that, I would have obviously just open attacked and killed the Ornn. I had no idea. Xerxes would just heal it. What a specific hand. And it came in so clutch. It completely like fizzled my card too. The weapon destruction. Alright. GG. I wish I knew how that worked. I had no idea there was a way for them to just heal the Ornn. Wow. And a combat cook. What the hell? Okay, I was never winning this game. I just realized if this was their hand. Like, not in a million years. I think the only thing we could have done there was maybe the Shen boat. What a ridiculous hand. Wow. Ah, GG. GG. Elder Dragon Pile. Here we go. Okay, that's a pretty good 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure. Let's keep that. Unfortunately, we are attacking on 4, which can be very good if we have Shen. But if you have Lux, you generally just want to attack on turn 3. Because Lux never dies on the attack. Giving herself barrier is kind of crazy. I wanna rant a little bit though. I wanna say that I'm super tired of Eldragon piles. I loved this card when it came out. Oh hey Shen, perfect. I loved Eldragon when it came out because of its interesting deck building, the region just like unlocking so many possibilities. But what the point we've reached after 6 months is that every single Eldragon pile looks the same. It has the same top end. It has roughly the same cards. I don't know. It feels like it's the most linear conclusion to a super interesting champion and origin we could have possibly come to. So it is a little bit sad to see to me. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to play the Lumina Sprite, I think. If I pass. I think if I play this, it will always die. But now they can't play their 3-2 at least. What they can play next turn is their 2-3. Challenger? I'm worried about challengers. Okay. Sure. Easy choice. That's the one I kind of wanted to, like, not die to, because we have the 3-1 on the field. And I want to keep this alive for when Shen comes down. If Shen comes down, we give everything barrier. Shen turbo levels. If I play this... I'm gonna play this. No, I can't, because it's a 2-3. This loses to the 3-2, but wins against the 2-3. I'm just gonna pass. I'll just play Shen. Whatever. I don't like going slow, but if I get something challenged and I lose it for no reason, it's also really bad. Does that count for Shen's level up? It does. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Shen is at 3 out of 5 instead of 2 out of 5 because it gave this barrier even though it already had barrier. Very interesting. Alright. If I do this, it levels Shen. I think I'm just taking this. Okay, so instead of going Lux here, we'll do this. Could have done that on the Shyvana, but... Alright. Nowhere. Okay, so we'll play Lux here. And then we'll have 4 mana to unshackle, as well as mana for single combat. Minor misplay. Okay. So they have 0 mana. They could play units, but they have 0 mana for anything else. So we can do this. And now we have a full board, completely buffed up. Here. Here. Oh my god. The only thing is that Shen dies here, right? Is there any way for me to protect Shen? Wait, he levels, so I could buff the Shen with Lux. 5-7. And then this dies, but like, whatever. Okay. Alright. I'm pretty happy if we can keep, like, these two alive, because next turn we have Spirit's Refuge to just block even more, right? Okay, that does give them a pretty fat discount and everything, too. They're gonna go down to 1. Yeah, we have this. We have the Spirit's Refuge. So next turn we could just create, like, 3 barrier units if we want to. So what is the worst case scenario? It's 7 mana, so we can do these two. Now we can literally play everything. Using it on the Lumina Sprite has to be fine. I'd rather not show them that I have this, you know? Alright, well, this is gonna be pretty nasty. Whew. Yeah. Yep. No, that's a blowout and a half. When you're fighting mid-range versus mid-range, barrier always wins. We have overcome the language barrier. Alright, GG. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry about that one. Alright. Not bad, not bad. So I just read that the Hades 2 early access is in early access right now, actually. I thought that was tomorrow. This video isn't gonna come out by the time it's like in early access relatively soon. I think this video comes out on Wednesday, probably. And I'm recording this on Monday. But I gotta try that. I loved the first Hades so much. It's probably one of my favorite games. But I'll have to admit that once I was like done with the game, I didn't really return to it. And I know you can't really like, it's not like I beat the hardest difficulty, like all the modifiers or whatever. I forgot the names of it. But like after beating the game, what, like 20 times, I was just like, okay, yeah, I've seen most of this now. I'm good, you know? All right, let's see if it's the Wings Giving. We can give them one proc. Oh, what a turn. I'm so tempted to play Shen, but I really shouldn't. I gotta get this. I gotta remove that Wings Giving ASAP. Like, Lux would have been insane, though. God. Alright, here we go. Barrier Shen. I think I'm actually just pulling the 2-3 here. Take the freebie. Quicksand. Probably. This deck is very strong. Wingsgiving piles are, I think Wingsgiving is just like easily one of the best cards in the game. And it's not close at all. But it's hard to play. It's harder to play than you might think. 100%. So they can kill 2 of our units. We're totally fine with that. This is a pretty big investment for them, and we still have like fuel for days, you know? That's 1 down. The only one we can take down because we don't have another Explorer. Never mind. No way! Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. I see. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, I see. Wow. Okay, so they can turn this into the big game tycoon already, right? That is interesting. That's a pretty clever play. I like that. That was opponents saw it coming. The only way that they were actually able to do that was if I destroyed our landmark. So I also I didn't know this, but I thought that Rite of Passage could not bring back cards that that you destroyed. So as in, like, if you get your landmark destroyed, I didn't know you could bring that back too. I need to play out this entire hand, unfortunately. If they go big on 1 unit, then I'll have to just go big as well. Like, it's wide versus tall, essentially, at this point. Yeah, I remember that at one point, and I forgot when this was exactly, you used to be able to... Okay, it was, if you say you're playing Endless Devout, the 3/3 that leaves behind a landmark. It leaves behind a sarcophagus, and if you kill that sarcophagus, I'm pronouncing it horribly, you would get a 5/3. But if your opponent destroyed your landmark, you would still get that 5/3. They changed that. That was no longer the case. If your opponent destroys a landmark that summons a unit upon destruction, you do not get it anymore. I see. Well, that's not good. We are at 3. So this levels. 0.8. I can't get lethal here, can I? Uh-oh. Am I seeing that right? There's no better way of doing this. It's in my best interest to make the Shen big in case we draw form of... Wow, that goes pretty hard, man. And we do not have a counter. If they had like a Quicksand or Scrying Sands right now, they could bring this down low enough that this would one-shot us. But now they need one damage. No, that's not it. We're dead. Wow. Alright, well, GG. Gotta hand it to him. That was against all odds, but they got us there. GG. Morgana Philios. Oh, this is a very high win rate deck. Oh, what a hand. Okay. I mean, they have removal. The deck definitely, it shoots stuff at you, and it will remove said stuff. So, far from a guaranteed curve that actually works out. If we get to that turn 4 with the Kinku student on board, ooh, that'll look good for us. Oh man, if we had that on 1 as well, perfect curve. Just don't shoot it. Why would you shoot it? There's no reason to, right? None whatsoever. Usually you're like inclined to take the pass there, so it's like, hey, now you're not gonna shoot my thing. But they probably want to... Oh, I was gonna say, like, they want to shoot and then Aphelios. What you got? Quick attack. Yeah, if we had this on 1, we'd have like the perfect support train already. But now we'll just do it like this. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Lux is good, but Shen is better. Actually, I don't know who's favored in this matchup at all. I feel like I should know, as I literally play this all the time. Okay. I'm still gonna give it barrier, but you know, less often now. That is like a pretty big beat stick, man. If they play Morgana here, it's actually just like kind of rough. Oh. Well, that's very good. Whew, all right. Dodged the bullet with that one. You know what? I'll play this first before I remove your thing. So I can block this 5-2. Alright, get out of here. Man, you just can't play without this card, can you? You cannot play without this card anymore. It is just so insanely good. Okay, so they could play... Oh, okay. If that's the case, I will only play this and then attack. Because I need to play around Morgana still. Man, this card is kind of crazy. This could win us the game right now. I'm not doing anything about it either. I kind of wonder if they're okay with this. Right? Like, maybe they are. Maybe they're okay taking this, playing their Sunken Temple, and then we rally for the win. And we have the Sacred Protector next turn, which is like another bomb for them to deal with 6 health. Looks pretty good for us. This is a very satisfying deck to play. It really is. Right. G to the G. Yep. Golden eggs! A tale as old as time. Very nice. And those are some satisfying games. I do really enjoy Lux as a champion. I quite like her. It's simple, it's straightforward, but playing her in a mid-range deck and just attacking with her as often as you can, it's satisfying, especially if you have this many support cards to actually make that work. That's gonna be it for me today, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you think about this deck in particular. Tell me about your love for the Lumino sprite, this little creature, this little Goomba, this little goblin inside a lantern. I think it's cute. Reminds me of the Lumas from Mario Galaxy. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Meta shifter, not a quitter, fighting for